we have to do this now? Dad, seriously, I'm not in the mood, okay? Dad, stop.
Okay, cut. Oh, sorry about that. Michael here. My daughter's having a bit of a crisis. Nothing we can't handle, but it's really got her down. This time of year, my family does the big give, where we try to think of the absolute best and perfect gift to give everyone in the family. Perfect way to show generosity. Generosity is making someone's day by giving something away. Trouble is, this year Isabella spent all her allowance money on a mission trip, and she doesn't have any left to spend on gifts. Now, I told her the family would understand, but that didn't cheer her up too much. I also told her, well, I could buy the gifts for you, but she said that wouldn't count. So I'm in a bit of a pickle. How do I show my little girl how to keep being generous when she doesn't have any money to be generous with? Maybe she can sell some of her old clothes. Or her phone? Hey, that would get her some money, right? Maybe she could babysit or run errands for the neighbors to earn some extra cash. Or is there another way? Well, today's story will teach her how she can be rich. Then she won't have to worry about money. I'd better go and tell her that before she starts selling her clothes. Cut!
The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one about God's love for us. And now for an amazing story inspired by the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 18.
Andy Short was the tallest kid in his class. In fact, he tried to be the most or the best at everything he did. Fastest in the 100-meter dash, reddest, spikiest hair in school, biggest grin in the class photo. And at Christmas time, he was determined to be the best gift giver ever. Okay, gotta get something for the class gift exchange. And Mom and Dad. Oh, and Kirsten, I guess. Kirsten, Andy's little sister, was only annoying about half the time, so he figured he should get her a present too. Let's see how much is in the old piggy bank. But when Andy emptied out all his coins and bills, he counted precisely $8.62? Guess I shouldn't have spent all that money on the newest, fastest PSP Go last month. Andy examined his limited funds and racked his brain. How do I get 3 of the best gifts ever with this? I could just get candy. Giant candy canes? Andy looked up giant candy canes online. $27 each? Okay, I guess I'm just getting chocolate bars for everyone. I'll make it peppermint chocolate. Discouraged, Andy wandered into the kitchen to get a snack. He discovered his Aunt Misha hard at work. She wore a sweater with dinosaurs decorating a Christmas tree, and she was stirring a huge bowl of batter loaded down with fruit and nuts. What's that? Fruitcake! We forgot the cranberries, so your mom ran out to get some. Andy took a look at the dozen cake tins sitting on the counter. What are you doing with all that fruitcake? Gifts! Oh. Andy wasn't a fan of cake with prunes in it, but apparently some people were. You doing any Christmas shopping this year? Yeah, well, kinda. I don't really have money for gifts. Since when is that a problem? Since stores expect you to pay for the stuff you buy? True. I had something different in mind. Different than money is good. Aunt Misha grinned and held up batter-covered hands. My hands are a mess. Grab my phone, will you? And dial up the Bible app. Andy picked up his aunt's phone. The case was covered in green rhinestones. Search for, it's in 1 Timothy, chapter 6 maybe. She took a look as Andy scrolled. Down, down. There it is. Verse 18, you read it. Command the rich to do what is good. Tell them to be rich in doing good things. They must give freely. They must be willing to share. There you go. But I'm not rich. That's the whole point. No, the second part. Rich in doing good things. So, like, do stuff for people as gifts? Fun stuff. Creative stuff. Use your imagination. Yeah, maybe. Thanks. Andy grabbed a Christmas cookie and headed for the door. He glanced back at Aunt Misha and her brightly colored sweater. The lights on the Christmas tree actually flashed on and off. Dinosaurs decorating a Christmas tree. Who says dinosaurs can't love baby Jesus? Shaking his head, Andy returned to his room. Even though his piggy bank was nearly empty, his head was now full of new ideas. Here we go. The following week, Andy proudly added a small gold envelope to the table for the class gift exchange. Tiniest gift here. All the other presents were picked first. And finally, a kid named Carlos picked Andy's gift. He was pretty bummed out. Until he opened up the envelope and pulled out the certificate that was inside. 3 awesome lessons in how to win at Lego Indiana Jones or your game of choice. Plus unlimited homemade snacks. Wow, that's super cool. Can you show me how to beat the Chalice Challenge? Totally. On Christmas morning, Andy presented another small envelope to his parents. Wash and detail both cars. Whoa, you know how many old waffle fries are under those minivan seats? I'll track down every single one. Now that's what I call a real gift. Andy had another envelope ready for his sister. 10 games of chutes and ladders, and you get to pick the movie for family movie night 3 weeks in a row. Any movie I want, even if it's the same one every time. I pick Frozen. Andy even had a bonus gift for Aunt Misha when she came over for Christmas dinner. He'd cut a small branch off a pine tree and decorated it with lights and plastic dinosaurs. It's fantastic. I can see you got creative with your gifts this year. It was really fun too. Though I may not think so when we're watching Frozen for the 3rd time. Or when you're scraping crusty ketchup out from under the van seats. Andy grinned and nodded. Things might get a little messy, but it was all worth it to find the best new way to give.
Did you know you could be rich even if you don't have much money? You could be rich with no money at all. The Bible says to be rich in doing good things. We can do good things no matter how much money we have. And you don't have to have money to show generosity either. You can give someone your time, you can give them your talents and your energy, all for the low price of free. You just have to get creative. That's all. So let's think about it, right? What are some ways that you can give of your time?
Well, I could spend time with Mom watching that show she likes on TV, or I could spend time playing video games with Mikey Jr.
That's great. How about your talent?
Well, Paul loves the songs I write for him because they're very funny, so maybe I can make one just for him.
Yeah, that's great. And energy?
I don't know. Maybe, I guess, help Mom around the house and maybe even help you wash the car.
Yes, that's what I like to hear.
Thanks, Dad. Now that I have these coupons, I can use them for the big give.
Yeah, but hey, it was your idea, not mine. Ooh, watch the glitter.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Here, let me take some.
Nice job. You see that? That's worth more money than anything right there. Here's the one thing to remember today. Look for creative ways to give. Look for ways to love each other that don't cost a dime. Be rich in doing good things and spread the wealth. It can go a long way. See ya.